Welcome back to Freelance School. My name is Chris Corman. In today's video, I'm going to show you 4 prompts that you can use to write professional Facebook ad copy with ChatGPT. And we're going to go ahead and just jump straight in. This is from a recent conversation that I had with ChatGPT for a client task that was requested to do to promote marketing services from an agency to dental practices. They're doing a really good job with dental practice right now, and they request me to make ad copy for it. So, what do I do? The first most important thing, and this is assuming you don't have an assistant, a GPT assistant already created. GPT assistants have really improved. I'm going to be making videos on those in the next couple of days and making some that I'll share with you guys that you can use. But I would definitely make a GPT assistant. You can use some of this to do that. But without making GPT assistant, assuming you have ChatGPT 4, what would you do? First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tune ChatGPT to the task of writing Facebook ad copy by telling it to research the most up-to-date best practices for Facebook in-feed ad copy, including character count recommendations, how to design Facebook ad copy for highest conversions, um, how to incorporate problem solution centric messaging. This is what really gets it to resonate with the target audience. Otherwise, sometimes ChatGPT can just promote features or benefits and not really tap into like the pain of the target audience when it's pushing an offer or an advertisement, so or a message. And the I'll ask it to create a summary of its findings, and then that'll be like its answer. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share notes, anything I have that's going to help it tune into who the company is, the offer, the product, the target audience, um, the campaign dynamics, like where is this in the campaign? Is this consideration? Is this awareness? Is this conversion actions that we're trying to get them to take? I'll share all that in here, and I'm not going to actually share the task yet. I'm just going to share it past copywriting examples, notes, anything it can to understand who it's going to be doing the Facebook ad copy for. And the reason why I'm separating this out is that ChatGPT works best when it can focus its computation on specific things versus if we just pasted all these prompts into the same one prompt. So next we're going to do that, and then you'll paste your notes, and then it's going to create a summary of its findings. That would, and then next we're going to have ChatGPT review the tasks you've been assigned. So I say it like this, even if I haven't been assigned by manager. But in this case, I took the notes from the meeting I had with the agency owner that requested this, and I shared them with ChatGPT. And I also had ChatGPT create a task for me for my project management software in Asana for this, and then I shared that task with it here, and I included additional notes that I wanted it to have, such as I wanted 5 primary text options, 5 headlines, 5 descriptions, 5 sets of copy to include with the image graphic, so it all kind of flows together. And if you don't have a set standard, I recommend this here too, as well. And then you are going to do that, and then finally, this is the sweet, the good stuff. Once it creates its answer, there. Like it'll create a summary, like, oh yeah, part of the prompt is for it to create a summary to prepare me for this, performing this task to the best of my, ability. And so then it's going to review the task, all the notes that you have for it. It's going to create a summary that's going to help you execute it. And then I tell it, you're one of the best, greatest Facebook ad copywriters in the world. And to generate the ad copy I've been requested to complete, including the following, which is just the same as what we have here. We're just restating it just in case it got off track and thinks it can do whatever it wants. And then it will do that, which I think I have an example of that right here. Yeah, so in this case, if this agency didn't have such good results and they weren't focusing on data, then I would think this is a little not enough, not or maybe a little too generic, or it's just not going to cut through. But given the circumstances, I think these are going to work really well. And it did a couple things extremely well, which was calling out dental practices, featuring the return on ad spend that they've been achieving, um, it did a decent job, and one of them was like tapping to a pain point, tired of feeling invisible online, because a lot of these practices have a lot of competition that rank higher than them, that've been around longer. Another one would be a key one that we're going to test if these don't work, that I'm aware of, and this is what I'll get into in the bonus tip. But it's that the main pain point for this target audience is that they don't really have time to be focusing on this, so they need an agency that they can trust to get it done, that they're not going to have to spend all day managing the agency and checking in on them to make sure they're actually performing and doing their job. So the next, let's say these data points by themselves don't work, we're going to push more of like a pain point on, they don't have the time, they want something they can trust, and tailor it up like that. But that'll be for the next one. And yeah, that's what they looked like. I think they did a good job. Great for his test, and better than me having to spend all day writing those. And but that being said, um, coming back here, the important part here, it'll end up giving you this, and you can test that to start within the first one or two options. A lot of times it generates just fine, but what I would highly recommend is that you review the ad copy that ChatGPT creates and really ask yourself, is this seem like it's going to resonate with the target audience that's about to be seeing these advertisements? Does it going to compel them to want to take action? Is it going to make them want to trust that these people know what they're talking about? They can do what they're going to do. So if it tells you no, sometimes you're going to have to. What I do is I'll basically pull up a Google Doc, notes, whatever it's got to be, and I'll start free typing text slash copy that I think will work. So basically, the issue is ChatGPT is still not perfect at tasks that require deep creativity. And when we're talking about advertisements, there's a ton of advertisements hitting these dental practice owners that have a similar message. So if everybody's using ChatGPT and ChatGPT has like a relative default that it uses when it creates ads, it's a lot of times the messaging starts to flow together and it doesn't stick out to the person seeing it because it blends together. So when I run into this issue and I think that there's a risk that that's going to happen, I free type what I think is going to work. Like, yeah, I'm not going to start doing that here, but I will free type what copy, like, um, want a dental practice market agency you can trust. Um, tired, don't have time to watch your marketing agency or focus on your patients, not ads. Yes, and this is a great example. So, like, they don't have time, that's a pain point, and this is something that ChatGPT may not necessarily just come up with whenever you're asking it to do it. And so, if you can start typing these like free thoughts that you come up with, and then take a grouping of these and say, hey, I thought that your advertisements could be your copy could be improved a little bit, um, in terms of being less general or generic. Here's my notes. See, and basically you feed these notes back into ChatGPT to get it to revise its ad copy to be more unique. And when you do this, think of it like, um, basically, I just think like there's a pool, and every time I'm like, man, the pool looks like all the other pools, um, and it's because it's a computer it has deductive reasoning, and if we can throw in something that has a more inductive creative factor like a human, myself, um, it'll every time we throw in that extra input, it makes it more unique. But a lot of times it nails it on the first try, and that's what I would go with ideally. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll be sure to paste this in the description, and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you for watching.